In First Nephi chapter 6, we get this interesting break in the narrative where Nephi essentially says, you know what? I'm not going to tell you the genealogy, and I'm not going to write a great history. So he says, I'm not going to write the genealogy of my fathers on this, and I'm not going to give I'm not particular to give a full account of all the things, for they can't be written, because really that's not his goal. And he says what his goal is in verse 4, for the fullness of mine intent is that I may persuade men to come unto the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac and the God of Jacob and be saved. Wherefore the things which are pleasing unto the world I do not write, but the things which are pleasing unto God and unto those who are not of the world. So here Nephi is making it clear that the Book of Mormon, that his history, what he's writing, is not going to be detailed history. It's not going to be the point isn't to be accurate. The point isn't to be detailed, and it's not to be a historian. The point is to persuade people to come to God. The point is to build faith. It's preaching and not history. Okay, accuracy and thoroughness is less important than preaching and conversion. And this is also the instruction that he gives to subsequent prophets. Wherefore I shall give commandment unto my seed that they shall not occupy these plates with things which are not of worth unto the children of men. And to him, things that aren't of worth are the historical things like genealogies. The things that are of worth are things that might persuade people to come to God. Sometimes people ding the Book of Mormon for not being, they'll say, oh, this isn't historically accurate, or there's, for one thing or another, but that's not the point of the Book of Mormon. The point of the Book of Mormon is to bring people to Christ. It's not that you believe the history of the narrative. It's that you believe in Christ. And I think that that's important to remember, and I think that the Book of Mormon is explicit and upfront about that from the very beginning, that its goal is to get people to believe in Christ, to want to believe in Christ, and that there are inaccuracies in it. They're clear about that, and there are details that are missing, lots of information that it's missing. And so you shouldn't judge it based on the history. You should judge it on whether or not it makes you want to follow Christ more, because that's what it's setting out to do. That's its goal.